Congratulations on the win. How important was it just to get this result, especially given the shorthanded nature of the roster, and sort of just to be able to close out the home schedule with with a win, whether it was 1-0 or not?
All of the games at home are critical. You can't be successful in MLS without winning your home games. We've got 10 wins at home, only one loss. And so there's only one other team that has 10 wins at home. It's Vancouver, but they've got 2 losses at their place. So there's something you guys can write about, something positive about our home form, because there was a time when our home form kind of dipped a little bit. And so this year, credit to them. The other thing I didn't know, Jeremiah, was Corky Truan, who's been a great photographer in the Seattle area. He does Seahawks, he does Sounder games. I've known him for 50 years. He puts up photo montages of all of our wins, and he starts at this end of the locker room. And this year, for the first time, we went all the way around to the opposite corner. And by his count, because I didn't verify it, but he puts up a montage only if we win, not if it's a draw or a loss, but there's 22 photos up on the wall in that locker room. Pretty darn good. So there's another positive thing that we can write about.
Unverified, but we're checking into it.
Okay, well, it's
sounds
quirky.
Interesting.
It's quirky. No, it's, yeah,
It's
anyway.
a quirky stat.
Yeah, anyway.
To be verified.
So it's great to take care of business at home against an RSL team that, again, desperate to win. They needed to win this game. And, I say this all the time, next man up. Jeremiah, you talked about it already. I saw your articles. I mean, that's one of the calling cards of this club. Guys step up and do what they're supposed to do, not just in the best of times when you're winning 3-0, things are easy and bring guys on, but in hard games. JP hasn't played in I don't know how long, gutted out 60 minutes. I got on the opposite end of that spectrum, Peter Kingston making his debut. I've got Steph, 350 game appearances for the club. We've got young leaders stepping up, Pedro, Jesus, Jordan Morris, Jackson, Alex. You got guys, Jonathan Bell, Danny Leyva. I mean, everybody on this squad has pitched in at some point in time over the course of this year. So I appreciate them very much.
All right, Jade, over to you.
And also, congratulations on the win. Does that, what you're saying, kind of give you a little bit more confidence than as far as the likelihood to make a long run in the postseason?
Sure. I don't think many people want to play us. Look, I think in the Western Conference, there's a lot of good teams. I mean, Vancouver came back and won tonight. LAFC's on fire. San Diego's had a great year. Minnesota's had an exceptional year. So it's a dogfight. It's a dogfight. I mean, it's gonna be hard whoever we match up against. And I got plenty of confidence in our team. We've been in a lot of big games this year, and some of that experience is gonna make us better in the playoffs.
And then what did you think of the celebration for the goal? Did you see
the Mariners thing? I loved it. I mean, go Mariners, go M's. Good luck.
All right, we'll come over to this side of the room to Nico Moreno. It's coming to you, Nico.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. How important was it to get Stu in and get him that many minutes, knowing that, the center back position is a little bit, under hurt right now?
Well, with Stewie, it was just, again, next man up. He'd been injured for an extended period of time. There was a minute restriction on him, but 30 minutes was about all he was eligible to play. And so the way the game shook out and JP, taking those extra 15 minutes in the second half, he braved, he did a great job there. So, there you go, Stewie, here's your chance.
Now, nobody knows Jordan Morris as well as you do. That moment of the PK, was that his decision? Was that your decision? And, how did he deal with that miss afterwards?
Well, the players make the decisions on the penalty kicks on the field. I obviously give them some guidance. They know the guys that I'd like to take it. But look, Jordan, you know, for his confidence, wanted to score, and I have zero problem with that. Him stepping up, look, it's unfortunate that he didn't score, and you can tell, look, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He had his head down for a little bit, but what you guys can do when you rewatch the game is you take a look at some of the stuff that the kid did down on this direction of the field, some of his defending, getting back, making sacrifices for the team. His running in behind tonight, again, was a step forward. For me, he got into some dangerous positions that we didn't pass him the ball. So his ability to make one movement and then another one and then another one, you know, so I thought he did some good stuff. But obviously missing the penalty kick, yeah, he's going to be disappointed.
Before we go to George, it is looking like the Corky Truin speculative stat is close to confirmation here. 14 wins in the league, 6 in Leagues Cup, 2 in CONCACAF. Nearing 100% confirmation,
Okay.
so credit to
All right.
Corky. We'll go to George
Okay.
next.
Coach, if you could speak a little bit about Alex Roldan, because I think sometimes he's underappreciated and underrated.
Not by me.
Yes, but like
Are you saying fans don't appreciate him or you?
I appreciate him a lot.
Okay.
But, I think the fact that he has played as a center back, normally plays right back. Today he had to step up into midfield, but he was a player that was out of the club and had to fight his way back into the club at a different position. So,
Alex
and I mean,
is-
he also played as a goalkeeper. So,
Yeah.
he's-
Alex has been a tremendous asset to this club for just the reasons that you pointed out, George. He's played multiple positions. He's played them well. Okay, the goalkeeping one will just go into the book of all the things that Sounders have accomplished. But Alex, again, veteran guy, part of this group for a long time, understood the role. I gave him a little hint that he might be pushing up in midfield prior to the game, just having that conversation with him. And you know what he tells me? He says, "Sure, Coach, I'll do whatever it takes." And that's the kind of attitude you love to hear.
All right, we'll go to Zoom next. Felipe Makeda, go ahead and ask your question, please.
Thank you. Coach Brian, my question is to you. How important is the player development program that the Sounders have? Today you got 3 players from Tacoma Defiance. You got these players that have already experience, like Peter Kingston, the Seattle U, UW, Ballard, FC, Tacoma Defiance. How important is that program for the organization, for the team?
It's very important, Felipe, Wade, Danny, Wade and Henry and everybody, all the coaches that work in the academy, at Defiance, Mikey Morris, all those guys. We've had Danny Lavo, Bed Vargas, Jackson, Paul's played at Defiance. I mean, the list goes on and on. So it's critical because we've developed a lot of talent, Felipe.
All right, we'll swing back to this side of the room and go over to Diego next. Esta noche en inglés? Okay.
Buenas noches. Felicitaciones por el triunfo y por
Thank you.
la campaña. Sobre la base de los últimos partidos donde se ha ganado por lo mínimo, ¿piensa hacer algunos cambios tanto en lo táctico y también con algunos jugadores?
Congrats on the win tonight and on the campaign of this year. Taking in consideration the last few games, the wins have been by a relatively minimal difference. Are you planning, based on that, to make some changes either on the tactical or on the players?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, any win at this time of year is a good win. You know, I think we caught RSL by surprise because we actually played in a back line of 5 in that first 30 minutes of the game, and that's, credit to the coaches. They did a great job of giving the information to the players, and the players knew exactly what we wanted to do. And so they deserve a lot of credit. I'm not going to make wholesale changes. The team knows who they are. I know who the players are, how they fit together. So I think we've done pretty good this year.
En realidad no sé muy bien cómo cómo responder esa pregunta. Yo pienso que cualquier triunfo es un buen resultado. Y en realidad en el partido de hoy creo que sorprendimos a Real Salt Lake con una línea de 5. Los coaches informaron muy bien a los jugadores de cuál era la estrategia que queríamos implementar y ellos ejecutaron perfectamente. No estoy pensando realmente hacer mayores cambios en la alineación en los siguientes partidos. Los jugadores saben cuál es la función que deben de cumplir y qué es lo que deben de hacer, y estoy bastante satisfecho con el rendimiento del equipo.
De nada.
All right, time for a few follow-ups here. We'll start with Jadis.
Brian, when they were able to get that goal in the 89th minute, what was kind of your thought process at that time before it was waved off?
I mean, the foul, maybe we shouldn't have tried to give that up. The defending was very excellent on that play. They kept the high line. That's why he was offsides. And that's something that Andy Rose and Rodrigo, they work on the set pieces, both attacking and defending. And so we've been working on that the last couple of weeks because set pieces in the playoffs are very important. So I was very proud of the fact that we kept a high line and they called him offside.
With all of the changes that you did have in the injuries, are things like the fouls late and just the missed goals, are those things slightly excusable because of a lot of the changes, or was there any kind of, do you think you'll be critical at all of the result because you could have had more goals or anything?
I'm not going to be critical of the result. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm very happy. I mean, the guys that stepped on the field tonight did an outstanding job. 2.29 expected goals. This is again coming from some stats bomb website somewhere. 55% possession. I'll double check to make sure that the duels total went in our favor because that's my favorite stat, Jada. But there were a lot of good things. Again, that first 30 minutes of the game, I thought we were on top of them.
All right, we'll go Jeremiah, then Nico, and we'll call it a day.
50, or you're going to finish fifth, which is the lowest that you finished outside of 2022. But does it feel like, I mean, does it feel better than that just because of everything you guys have gone through this year? You've already won a trophy. You had Champions League, you had Club World Cup, you've had all these games. I mean, does it feel? I guess does that make it feel a little different than finishing fifth?
No, obviously we would have loved to finish in the top 4. But again, the West this year, there's some really good teams in the West. So credit to San Diego, credit to Vancouver for changing, credit for LAFC for coming on strong at the end. It's a tough division. So yes, we would have loved to have been up there, but fifth is going to be fine. We'll have to deal with, best of 3 and then some single elimination games, and that's just MLS. That's the playoffs.
Nico.
Brian, he kind of went a little bit into my question, but in a similar sense, how proud are you that you've kind of turned this team to be, so big on the volume of chances and so on the front foot? It feels like XG-wise, it just offensively, this team is as good as it's been in a very long time. Even today, with a lot of changes, like you said, those first 35, 40 minutes, it seemed like the team had all the intensity, all the offense in the world.
Been trying to do that my whole coaching career. Coaches deserve a lot of credit. The guys in there, Brecky's done a great job getting those guys to understand certain concepts. I think our possession play from Jackson here, starting through the midfield, playing through the middle. There's a lot of different reasons for that. 38 goals at home, new Sounder record. There's a lot of small reasons for it. Danny Masowski's banner year. I mean, I guess closing, I would only say this, because none of you guys asked me about the banner drop. Shame on you guys.
It was gonna be.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It really was.
Oh, okay. Oh, I believe you. Oh, I believe you. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, the season has been a very good one in many different ways. It's not over yet because, look, this is MLS and this is Seattle. There's high expectations. We want to make a deep run into the playoffs. But that banner drop was well-deserved to the players, to the fans that showed up, 69,000 to watch us beat Lionel Messi. And by the way, Miami's a good team. You watch them tonight; they're a really good team over on the East. So we were able to accomplish a lot of things. The banner drop tonight, the win tonight was great. I think there's a lot of joy in that locker room right now.